Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great and feeling well. I'm Mary from Hyperpix and this is you and this is Hyperglass Vol 2. So in this product we are going to introduce some effects to you which you won't going to find anything like it anywhere else. We have some absolutely realistic effects and absolutely useful which allow you to convert your images with the most highest quality and resolution. Just with a single click in this brilliant, magnificent glass effects which you're going to see soon. So honestly, the results can be so fantastic in all the different projects. So as you see, we have created these effects with the most simulation. As you see, the drips of water on glass. And as you see, we have some totally new looks and new effects which you're not going to find anywhere else. I'm sure you haven't seen it anywhere else before. So this is an absolutely magnificent product, and as we explained in the last video, which was Hyperglass Vol 1, we are going to carry on creating these products up to maybe number 10 or 20, and we're going to create some fantastic products for Hyperglass, some brilliant effects which are going to help you to level up your project so much and be able to create these images which you see without needing to have any knowledge in Photoshop. And honestly, just check out this image, how brilliant the effects are on one single image. These are the different filters of Hyperglass Vol 2. So to download, just refer to hyperpix.net, get the VIP membership, join the account, and you're going to access Hyperglass Vol 2 collection, and you can use it in all your different projects. So just carry on watching this video, follow us to the end of the video, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to work with this product. So let's get started to work with Hyperglass Vol 2. So as usual, like all of our other products, you first of all need to run and play the Hyperglass action and add it to your Photoshop. So if you have used Vol 1, you don't need to do the same thing again. You don't need to add the action because the action is exactly the same, and just the textures are a little different. So to install the Hyperglass actions, the easiest way is to, after you download the product, just extract out of the zip form and open the folder which you extracted, and you would see Hyperglass by Hyperpix right here. Just with a double click you can insert it to your Photoshop, and you might have many more actions right here, but you just are going to work with Hyperglass by Hyperpix. So the easiest way and the next way which you can add it to your Photoshop is to just open this window and open the action palette from window and click on this icon and just come down, scroll down and select load actions and just select Hyperglass by Hyperpix and insert it to your Photoshop. So after you do so, open your image, and you just need to do you don't need to do anything else, just play the Hyperglass action. So this message will open for you right here, which gives you some information about the action and about this product and about the window which is about to open. So I'm going to explain it soon in the video. So just select continue, and this window would open right here, which this effect which you'll witness of right here is the default effect of Hyperglass, which we don't need to. Just select this icon and press load texture. So in this window which opens here, you just need to open the texture folder from Hyperglass Vol 2, and you're going to be witness of your textures right here. What we need to do is just add one of these and apply them to your image. It's very easy. For instance, I'm going to use number 2, just double click, and as you see, it's applied to my image. You can just see how beautiful it's applied. So we have distortion right here, which is the customizing options. We have smoothness, which is the softness, and scaling is the size of this glass filter. So finally we have this invert tick, which if you select it, the effect would be symmetrical, and the other way around, which has a brilliant effect on some images. So I can just customize the scale and, you know, just minimize a little, or I could use a medium version, and as you see how beautiful it looks. So I just select OK. Another window would open right here, which is a congratulations message and some information which I'm going to press stop. So this is our filter which we're witness of, and the very important point which you need to know. So mask group is the limit of your effect on the image. So what does it mean? This black color you see here on the mask, anymore it comes off the image, it means the filter is just going to work on that section. So what does this mean? I'm just going to drag this mask tools down. As you see, anymore this black is getting less from our image, it means the filter is just going to work on that white section. So with transform and rotate and minimize, you can just have the glass effect on any section you want, or just switch the eye off the mask and create your ideal shape and add it to your image, or you can get copies of it and in different shapes and sizes and place it on the different parts of your image, and the result is absolutely fantastic. So the next section and group is this section which is called brightness and contrast, which you can control the brightness and the contrast of your effect. And also if you click on this icon from this purple little group, you can select one more icon. I'm just going to double click and one more window would open, which is the glass Photoshop, and I can add one more texture and change my texture to a different filter and texture, just as you see. So we have the customizing options again, and the result is fantastic. So we're going to try this filter on some different images. It doesn't make any difference, so I'm going to try it on this image. Just select play, continue. I'm just going to use one of my textures. I'm going to use this filter, so I'm just going to make it a little smooth, select OK, stop. So the filter is added. I'm going to switch off the mask. I'm going to use a square, like a rectangular shape right here, as you saw in the preview. So I'm going to make the edges round, and now we just going to try to simulate it like the preview image. So I want this flower to be right on the glass, so it's absolutely easy. All I need to do is just select this mask group right here and select just a little soft brush. I'm going to select the color on black, and as you see, by clicking, I'm just going to fade this section at the bottom, and it's like this flower is protruding out and it's like the glass is getting mixed with the flowers in the background. So now I'm going to just enlarge this glass effect a little more, so like it has a little 3D effect, just as you see. And also you can just increase the brightness a little, and we didn't need to do anything extra. Everything's perfect. You can also edit and change the filter to a different filter. I'm going to use this filter, so I select OK, and it's brilliant. So just pay attention to this section which is called Gaussian blur, which is the blur of the image in the glass. It's on 5 by default. You can put on a different number, which when I zoom, you're going to have a control on the effect which it has. So it's a very, very interesting option. I'm going to explain this picture finally. We're going to play the action one more time on this image. Everything's okay. We just select one texture. I'm going to use this texture, it's perfect. I select OK, stop, and it's brilliant. So I switch off the mask, and just pay attention that you need to do all your options and customizations in this group. So I'm going to play one more time, that you see how easy it is to work with one more image and one more texture and filter. I'm going to use this filter. I think it's perfect and as beautiful as you see. So we select stop, and now I'm going to drag my mask. So we going to work with this image now. I just do the same thing, select one of the filters. I'm going to use this one. So this is one of the most brilliant filters we have in this version. It's absolutely pretty. I love it so much. So we're going to customize a bit. I think it's great. So we select stop and switch off the mask, and just I'm going to create a little circle right here and finish my work with this image. So I think it's perfect, just as beautiful as you see. So this is our final image. Just play as usual, one more time, continue, and here we go. So what I'm going to do now is just play around with these options one more time and select a filter. I'm going to use this filter, so just see how beautiful it looks. I'm going to switch the invert on so you can have the control on the effect, but you can also just decrease the distortion, which is a very useful option, because it can have some very new effects on your image. So I'm not going to take time in the video, I'm going to do it very fast, but you can spend time to get some amazing results. So it's beautiful. I'm not going to carry on every single image, but I'm just going to have a little stop on this image because we had it in the preview. So I'm just going to use this effect, just decrease the scale, increase the smoothness, everything's perfect. So in the preview we had this effect on a shape, so I'm just going to use one shape. We had this stop sign, which I think this was it. So it's perfect. Just check out how amazing it was. So let's have a try on this image. We just select continue, and I'm going to go with this effect. Just check out how magnificent it looks. Just one more time, we have stop, and just check out the huge effect. Just where can you find an effect like this? Honestly, it's amazing. So finally we got to this image, and I'm going to have a little stop and type a text on this image. It's a very useful point which I'm going to teach you. Just don't type a text right now, just play the action on the image. I just select continue, and I'm going to load one of my filters. I think this one's excellent, so it doesn't make any difference which one. So we'll just select OK, stop, and now I'm going to type my text right here. So I'm going to type red. So I'm going to increase the size, make it a little larger, make sure it's in the center. I'm going to give a gap to the characters. I think 40 is perfect. So I'm going to make sure if it's right in the middle and in the center. So this is the group of my text, which I'm going to just drag it to the mask group on top of the black group. So we're going to delete this black group, we don't need it anymore. And now as you see, our text has this brilliant glass effect to it. So what we need to do now, that every single character has a special effect. So as you see, all of the characters are the same in the effect. So it's very easy. What we want to do, just pay attention in what I'm going to do right now. So in the first step, I'm just going to select this group with all of the other groups and turn it into one single group. So now I'm going to select just one of my characters, which is the first one, just like this. I'm going to select. Here we go. So I'm going to do it from this side, which will have a little more space. I'm going to select mask and just click on mask, and I'm going to name it group 1. I'm going to select Ctrl J and have a duplicate, and we have two groups now. I'm going to switch the chain off, select the selection and move tool, and I'm going to click on mask and just drag towards right, as you see. As you're witness of, this mask part is moved now, and it's on the second character. So I'm going to switch off the lock and name it number 2. So as you see, it's separated, and I'm going to get one more duplicate, name it number 3, and again the same thing. I'm going to switch off the chain and click on the section and drag with the move option, and as you see, our third character would appear right here. So it's absolutely easy. Now we have 3 groups, and you can give them different colors so they don't get mixed up together. And now I'm going to change the filter. So I want a different filter on number 3. I just double click, select my filter, and select OK. Everything's perfect, and as you see, we have a totally different filter on this character. So for instance, I want a different character. I want a different smoothness, so it shows more, and the result is amazing. So I want to edit the R, which is the first character. I'm just going to select a filter from this group right here, and I'm going to use texture number 4. So I'm just going to play around with the adjustments a little, select OK, and as you see, just check out how interesting and fantastic the result is. Just a little more, I think if I add to the smoothness, it could be much more pretty, and here we go. Honestly, the result is fantastic. So if you want the characters to protrude out much more, you can select each group and play around with the opacity and the settings and customize to your likings, and give some more light and color to your characters, just like this. You can play around with them and get to some absolutely new and fantastic results. So I'm going to do the same thing with all of my other groups, and just as you see, it's fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. To download, just refer to hyperpix.net and check out our VIP section, and we're going to create so many more versions of Hyperglass. I'm sure you're going to love it. Our VIP members honestly went crazy on it, and they surprised us so much with their good comments, and they requested for more versions. So thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, and bye to one more video.